I am not in the best of moods. I did not have a great day. I did not have a great day. I really didn't. I went to the Sox game today with my friends, and we all got rained on really badly. When I got home, I was soaked, and I had to get on the train soaked, and it was bad. So I'm already not in a great mood because of that. And the game never happened because the game got postponed or canceled because it was a thunderstorm in Chicago, and it was a really bad one. So they postponed the game. While I'm on the train heading home, I go on YouTube and guess what I see? Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hold on. Let me I gotta get the story right for this one because like what? Like, dude, my goodness, dude. Let me address the lies. This isn't even gonna be a long live stream. Okay, this is what I see right here. This is what I see right here. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Okay. So I just got rained on. I am not a happy camper. My clothes are completely soaked. I am on the train. I am completely soaked. There are hundreds and hundreds of people, and we are packed under this platform like sardines to protect ourselves from the rain. And it did not work because we had 80-mile-per-hour winds, which pushed the rain on everybody. So I get on the train. I'm soaked. I check my phone and I see this video from a YouTuber named Joshua Carr. For those who don't know, if you weren't here in yesterday's stream, yesterday I live streamed, okay? Yesterday when I live streamed, I just randomly, I was reacting to a Joshua Carr video that I happened to see because we do kind of talk about the same stuff. He's just on the other side of it, and that's fine. When I brought up his video, I mentioned the fact that I became aware of him when he had like 30K subscribers. Now he has 60K. What I said is that it's not even his rise because I don't doubt that his rise is organic. It's the fact that he has all these new sponsorship offers and all these partnerships. I suspected and speculated that he might be a plant. Okay. What is a plant? A plant is somebody who gets pushed by certain people behind the scenes with power. They get pushed. They're like, hey, we think you have what it takes to be the next star or the next propagandist for what we want. And so they push these people. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have the talent just because you're a plant. You can be a plant. Remember, social media is different than music. You know, you've ever heard of like a music plant, like a mainstream media plant, like some of these rappers that come out are plants, right? And they have no talent. YouTube and content creation is different. You have to have talent to even get pushed. If you do not have the talent and if you do not have the gift of gab, it's not going to work. So here's where it really gets weird. The stream yesterday had like 9, 10 people. It wasn't like this big stream. My streams fluctuate. Sometimes we got 100 people, sometimes we got 50, sometimes we got 10. That's okay. It's my fault for not being consistent. If I stream every day, we'd be fine, but I'm not consistent, so it's fine. So here's the thing. I speculated and I mentioned like 40 minutes into the stream. I was actually going to talk about his video with Jeremy Boring. He had an interview with Jeremy Boring. I was actually going to react to that, but then I went on a tangent about how this guy might be a plant. And guess who pops in my stream? Joshua Carr. He just came out of nowhere. And guess what he said? He said the weirdest thing. I'm in there popping off about how this guy is very likely a plant. And I start bringing up things that make perfectly good sense. Like I can back up my arguments. I don't just make accusations and I can't back it up. I full on backed up my arguments on why I think this guy's a plant. I went on a whole 20-minute tangent about why this guy's a plant. He randomly comes into my live stream and he comments, "It's called hard work, buddy." Is that not the most plant answer you've ever heard? Then the stream goes on. As the stream goes on, he says, you know, like, hey, I'm happy to answer questions or whatever. And he starts to answer my questions. And I'll give him his credit. He answered majority of my questions, which is great. But after he answered the majority of my questions, just because you answer my questions doesn't mean that you just automatically now like you're not a plant. It doesn't mean that my opinion has changed. Answering questions is different from convincing me. He did not convince me through his answers to my questions that he is not a plant. Now let's dispel the lies, because this guy just straight up lied. And of course, he didn't say me by name, and that's fine. By the way, I want to make it clear, when he was on my stream, I said that I was not going to make a video about this, because obviously the YouTuber thing to do would be, hey, this guy's a pretty big YouTuber. He's doing really well with the algorithm. He jumped on my stream, a little bit of drama there. I think he's a plant. He says he's not. Let me make a video about it, capitalize on the algorithm. I told him I wasn't going to do that because I'm really not interested in beefing with YouTubers. I did that years ago. I was beefing with all sorts of YouTubers like 3 years ago. I don't want to do that anymore. I really don't. So I told this guy in the stream that I was not going to make a video about this. I wasn't going to talk about the fact that I think you were a plant. I wasn't going to make it public except for the 10 to 12 people that were on the live stream. Okay. Now, one thing that I don't do, because honestly, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. You might not know this. There have actually been other YouTubers besides Joshua Carr who have made negative videos about me or who have said not nice things about me. I'm a Candace Owens, whatever. I'm a Candace Owens rider and I love her and all, whatever they say. They say all this crap. Like, he's a Candace Owens shield, whatever they say. That's what they all say about me. There have been videos made like that, and I don't respond because I don't care. It's like, hey, I make negative videos about people. It's only fair that eventually other people are going to come and make videos about me. That's fine. But one thing I don't do, and you guys know I pride myself on this, this is an honest channel, or at least we try to be, okay? We really try to be. We don't lie on this channel. We don't accept lies. We don't tell lies. We actually dismantle lies on this channel. The one thing I don't do is you make a YouTube video and you lie on me. That's the one thing I don't appreciate. And by the way, for anybody who was in this live stream yesterday, who was in yesterday's live stream, every single person who was in yesterday's live stream, Just Snooping, April, Jazz, Michael, I know all your names, Chris, all you guys can all vouch for me. Was I not nice to this guy? I said, hey, Josh, you're talented. Your channel's good. You're killing it. I think you're a plant, though. I was nothing but nice to this guy. I didn't say anything rude. All I said was that you're a plant and I have a right to feel that way. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't insult your family. I didn't do anything like that. And that goes to show the character of these people. I was nothing but nice to this guy. And this guy has the nerve to make a video and lie. Why are you lying, dude? Why would you lie? We don't play that over here. Don't freaking lie on me. That's not cool. All right, let's go ahead and dismantle this foolishness. Let's go.
Some of his questions. I responded.
Oh no, I gotta put the headphones in. Let me put my headphones in. Let me show you guys my comment. Here's my comment. You guys are free to go to this video and like my comment if you want, but you don't have to. But if you want to, you're free to do it. So this is the comment that I left on this video. I left this comment when I was on the train because I was so annoyed. I'm like, I can't believe this dude just lied. So I watched this whole little 5-minute video about this, and he called me a Candace Owens fan. He said, Candace Owens fans confront me. You're a Daily Wire plan. Dude, just say the name. It's not that big of a deal, dude. Just say, well, you know what? Whatever. The title's not even that deep. If you want to call me a Candace Owens fan, fine. I mean, it's no secret that I like Candace Owens, so whatever. Fine, dude. Okay. So here's what I said to him. Here's my comment. Somebody said it was 2 days ago, not yesterday. No, it was yesterday, right? Pretty sure that live stream was yesterday. Hold on. Now you got me. Hold on. That live stream was definitely yesterday. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second. I privated it for a reason. We'll get to that in a minute, but that stream was definitely yesterday. I know I'm not losing my mind. Yep. What's today's date? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, the stream was yesterday. It was not 2 days ago. That stream was yesterday. You guys got me mixed up. Yeah, that stream was yesterday. Yep. Yep, that stream was yesterday. Where's the part where I reacted to Jeremy Moore? Oh no, it might have been 2 days ago. You might be right. Nope, never mind. You're right. You're right. My bad. You're right. You were totally right. Chris is right. It was 2 days ago. Okay, that's fine. Look at that. I don't even know my own streams. That's funny. Yep, it was 2 days ago. Yep. Whoever said that is right. It was 2 days ago. Chris said it was 2 days ago. Okay. Let's go over this comment. So I'm on the train and I responded to Joshua Carr's video because I didn't like that he lied. And I responded respectfully because, like I said, I've had nasty beefs with YouTubers before. I'm not interested in that anymore. You know, I'm going to respectfully dismantle his lies with respect. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa there, young man. I appreciate you coming on the stream and answering questions, but I don't appreciate you lying in this video. I private all my live streams after they finish and make them only available for members. I said you were likely a plant, but I definitely did not get humiliated. You could have just sent me an email, dude. I would have been happy to put the live stream back up. You know what? Actually, you're not going to understand this comment unless you get the context. So let's just play the video. Here we go. Let's play this guy's lies because he just straight up lied. It's crazy. Look, you can say what you want about me. I'm a Candace Owens, supporter. I'm a Daily Wire hater. You don't like my content. I'm dumb. You can say whatever you want. But one thing you cannot call me is a liar. That's the one thing can't nobody say about me. We don't lie. We tell the truth. So it's unfortunate that Mr. Joshua Carr has decided that he wants to lie. So let's go ahead and I'm going to dismantle every single thing he says in his little 5-minute video. Let's go.
I have a confession to make, you guys. You see, there's been some speculation online that I am a TPUSA plant, or that I may even be a Daily Wire plant, that they are paying me. After all, I do talk about both of these organizations quite frequently. And what's a plant, you might ask? Well, I've got dozens of tweets saying that I am being pushed by powerful people in the media industry and that my growth is not organic. Tons of people have been saying this. In fact, a subscriber.
I never said his growth was not organic on YouTube. Never said it. Never came out my mouth. Never said it. Never said it. Don't group me with that. I didn't say that.
On this show, tweeted at me and told me a Candace Owens fan was live streaming about me.
He's talking about me.
I was very interested about this. I decided to watch the live stream. I even responded to some of his questions. I responded to actually all of his questions. He still was unconvinced, even though I was completely.
He did not respond to all of my questions. That is a lie. You are lying. You responded to most of my questions, but you did not respond to every single question. There was at least maybe one or two. There was definitely one question for sure that you did not respond to. But you know what? I will give that to you. It's okay. Because I asked you a lot of questions. So I'm not even mad about that. But you did not respond to every question. That is a lie. So that's lie number one. We're gonna do a lie counter. Okay, we're gonna do a lie counter. We're gonna count the number of lies. That's one lie right there. Let's keep going.
Open. And I would love to be able to show you that video, but he deleted it. He went through a whole live stream, and anyone maybe who's watching this show.
Lie number two, I did not delete the video. That's another lie. That's two lies. We gotta have the lie counter. That's two lies. The live was not deleted. I do not delete my lives. I private them because I give them to the members. And a big YouTuber told me that what I should do, because of the way that I make my videos, and it's mostly like commentary videos, a big YouTuber basically mentored me, gave me some advice and said, hey, you should live stream and cover all the topics you want. And then you should clip the highlights and put it on the main channel and put it on the second channel. And I bet you that'll, you'll like the results. And I said, okay, I'm going to do that. So none of the videos are deleted. I did not delete the live stream because you own me. That is a lie. I privated the live stream because I normally make it available for members, or at the very least, I chop up the highlights and the clips and I put it out. Because if the live stream is still up, what's the point in chopping it up and putting it out if it's already up on the other channel? People could just go watch the live stream. That doesn't make sense. So what I do is the people who are in the live streams, they get to enjoy it. They're there. All the people who are there when it's live, they get that. When the video is no longer live, I private it, I chop it up. The last 2 videos or 3 videos or 4 videos that have come out on my main channel the last few days have all come from live streams. They were clips from live streams. So that's lie number 2, sir. You're lying. You're just lying. And I don't appreciate that. Like I don't want to get out of character and cook you, but I really don't appreciate somebody that's just going to lie. And you're lying to make yourself feel good. Why you got to be a jackass, dude? Why? Why can't you just say, hey, this guy thinks that I'm a Daily Wire plant. We had a respectful conversation, which we did. I hope you're not going to lie about that. I was not hostile to you at all. I was very nice to you. So I don't understand why you decided to lie. I really do not understand it. Also, we're going to get to your answers. Your answers were trash. Your answers were not good. Your lie, that's another lie. That's 3 lies. I'm writing that down. That's 3 lies. That's 3 lies. The third lie is you said, I answered all this dude's questions. No, the fuck you didn't. No, you didn't. You barely answered the question. You gave me the most vague answers ever. I gave you detailed questions and you would just say something like I'm like, how did you get on Jubilee? I applied. Dude, what? Like, bro, that's the, okay, let's keep going.
I would love to be able to show you that video completely open. And I would love to be able to show you that video, but he deleted it. He went through a whole live stream, and anyone maybe who's watching the show can comment down below if you saw the live stream and corroborate what I've seen. I can't show it to you anymore because he completely deleted it because he was so humiliated by what happened.
Because, oh my goodness, he's such a liar. This dude is claiming, Joshua Carr is claiming that I deleted the live stream because I was so humiliated. Dude, there was only like 10, 12 people in the stream. You're acting like there were like thousands of people and all the comments are like echoes got to dude, there was like 12 people in the stream. And the only person who took your side was a known troll by the name of Gil. Everybody knows that that guy's a troll. He has always been a troll. He is a troll. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He got humiliated. How'd I get humiliated? Who? Everybody else had my side. Literally, the 12 people in there, 11 of them was on my side. They were like, this dude's not answering the questions. You had one troll on your side, and now you go on your channel and you lie and you say that I got humiliated. Where? What are you talking about? What the hell is wrong with you? What, you been drinking Ben Shapiro's eyebrow juice? What the hell are you doing? What is going on? You just start making shit up. Like, what universe are we in? Were you on a different live stream? Because it couldn't have been mine. Because I don't know what you're talking about. You just made stuff. I mean, literally, this guy just decided. He just sat down the day after the live stream. He just sat in his room. He had his little picture of Ben Shapiro behind him with the big eyebrows. He got Jeremy Boring on speed dial. And this guy just decided, I'm going to lie. That's what he decided. He said, you know what? Screw it. I am going to make a video about that situation. And when I make the video, I'm going to lie to make myself look good. That's what this guy decided. And I don't understand why, because I was nothing but nice to you. Now I got to cook your ass. Stop drinking Ben Shapiro's eyebrow juice and lying, because that's what you just did. Stop it. You're making a fool of yourself. I wasn't even going to make a video about this. I got other stuff to talk. I want to talk about you. All you do is hate on Candace Owens. That's all you do. Like, what are we doing? Holy cow. All you do is hate on Candace Owens and make videos about how great Erica Kirk and Turning Point USA is, which nobody agrees with. Nobody except for delusional clowns. Only delusional clowns think that Erica Kirk is a good person. And if you defend Erica Kirk, congratulations, Joshua Carr. You are defending a pedophile protector. Yep. Remember when Erica Kirk got heckled the other day? Erica Kirk is a pedophile protector. PDF, that's what you're defending. I saw on your channel you like Trump. You know the guy that refuses to release the Epstein files? That's your guy? So now you defend 2 PDF file protectors. So should I really be shocked that you're lying? I guess not. I guess not. You surround yourself with, I mean, you defend liars, so I guess not, man.
But what I was hearing really shocked me. This guy had an entire live stream talking about all the things I was doing. He was talking about how my growth was impossible.
Another lie. That's 4 lies. I did not have an entire live stream talking about your channel. You're not that relevant, my guy. Don't worry. Don't big yourself up too much. We spent a little. Listen, when I do live streams, I go on rants. That's really what my live streams are. It gives me an opportunity to vent and a rant. And it just so happens that I have an audience of people who like my vents and my rants. They enjoy it. They like it when I just start cooking like I'm cooking your ass right now. They like it. So I was reacting to a video you did with Jeremy Boring because he was crying and complaining about how Ben Shapiro doesn't text me anymore. And I just happened to notice that it was your channel I reacted to. So I took a little bit of time to react to your channel, and that was it. The live stream was not about your channel. Okay? You're not big. Dude, you have 30K more subscribers than me. It's not that big. You don't big yourself up too much now. Don't do that. Let's keep going.
All the things I was doing. He was talking about how my growth was impossible. That getting high profile interviews like Jeremy Boring, he talked about how I was debating on Jubilee, for example.
Another lie. That's 5 lies, Joshua. That's 5 lies. You're lying again. Lie. Oh man. Oh goodness, man. The way you lie is you got a talent for lying, buddy. All right. Now we have to dismantle this.
That getting high profile interviews like Jeremy Boring, he talked about how I was debating on Jubilee, for example. How my growth was impossible. That getting high profile interviews like
okay, lie number 5. That you getting high growth was impossible. I did not say that. You're lying again. I did not say that. I never said your YouTube channel growth was inauthentic. I never said that. I said that I could see why your channel grew because you have a talent, you have very good lighting, you have a very good studio, you have the little intro music when you start. You put a lot more effort into your channel than I do. And when I asked you about it yesterday, you told me you were a full-time YouTuber. So it makes sense. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I do not have enough time on my hands to put as much effort into YouTube as you did. I never questioned your growth. Your growth is not that crazy. You are doing well. Yes. Some of your videos get like 100K views. I've seen it. That is great. But you're at 60K subscribers. It's not that crazy. Here's what I said. Okay. Let's break down what I actually said because, you know, our friend Joshua Carr seems to have early onset dementia or, you know, amnesia. I don't know what's going on with our friend here. You know, we might have to say a prayer for Joshua Carr. He seems to be suffering through some sort of, you know, I think he's got that Joe Biden thing going on. He seems to have some sort of cognitive decline. Now he's just making shit up like Biden was. You know, Joshua Carr decided to take a page out of Joe Biden's book. So let me show you guys why I think that this guy's a plant. It has nothing to do with his YouTube channel growth. Nothing to do with that. I never said that. Here's what I said. Look at this. Look at this. This guy had 30K subscribers like 3 months ago. Now he has 60. Fine. But this is the red flag that makes me think this guy might be a plant. Hi, everyone. I'm partnering with the RNC. I'm partnering with the Republican National Committee to enter to win an all expenses paid trip to have dinner with JD Vance. How the hell did you get that partnership? You're partnering with the RNC to give people a chance to win a paid trip to have dinner with the vice president? How did you get that? I've been on YouTube longer than you. I've been on YouTube for a while. There are literally hundreds of YouTube channels with bigger followings than you. They don't even have the access to the vice president or to the RNC that you have. And these channels are way bigger than you. how the hell did you get a partnership with the RNC to give somebody the opportunity to have dinner with the current vice president of the United States? That's the red flag, Joshua. It got nothing to do with your dang channel. It's the fact that you literally came out of nowhere. I didn't even hear about you 3 months ago, and we checked your channel. If you look at my channel, you can see that it slowly grew, and it's still growing now, but it's slowly growing. You can see that my channel literally went like this. It went very, very slow. Your channel went like this, and that's fine. But these opportunities that you're getting, the reason why I said that you're batting 100 is because we have to put everything together, my guy. You got this weird partnership with JD Vance. You have an agent. An agent. You don't even get that many views to have an agent. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, dude. I am a veteran on YouTube. I've been around longer than you. I've seen it all. Now, you're bigger than me. I give you that. You're bigger than me. You're better than me. Whatever you want. I don't care about that. I'm running my own race, and I'm happy with where I'm at. You're doing great. But I've been on here long enough to know you do not have enough views to have an agent. Some of your videos do really well, yes. But these views right here are not consistent enough for you to have an entire agent. That doesn't make sense. Where's his agent at? He had it in here. Look at that right here. Contact for sponsorships. Tony at prettygoodagents.com. You want to know what I got in my email? I have my own personal email address. I don't have an agent. And again, I'm not hating on you. I've already given you your flowers. Your channel is more successful and popular than mine, okay? But I still call a spade a spade. Some of the things that you are getting do not make sense. It really makes me suspect that you might be some sort of plant or you are getting some sort of secret backing because your channel is not big enough and does not get enough views to get some of these opportunities that you are getting. This is not me hating. Get your money, King. I'm happy for you. Get your money, get your opportunity, do your thing. I'm happy for you. I really am, because I know how hard YouTube is. It's really hard. But at the same time, what you are doing, I have never in my life seen. I have never seen a YouTuber with 60K views do what you're doing. I have never in my life seen it. I've never seen it. That's all I'm saying. Also, I said in my video that I was speculating. I made that clear. I told you that this is my opinion. I did not say it was a fact because I absolutely could be wrong. But I told you that based on my experience and what I've seen on YouTube, I do not trust it because it doesn't make sense. You randomly got on Jubilee. That is a huge channel to debate politics with, what was it? I forgot who it was. You debated somebody. Glenn Greenwald. That's right, the journalist. It's the fact that everything is happening all at once for you. That's what makes me suspect it, because it's just weird. It's like, wow, this guy's got a partnership with PragerU. He's got now this thing with JD Vance. He got Jeremy Boring to come on the show. He's like doing all this stuff on a channel that's not even that big. It's like, bro, he's got to know somebody or have somebody that's connecting him and plugging him in to get this stuff. Because the stuff that is happening really doesn't make any sense. So I don't understand why this guy had to lie. I really don't. I just don't understand. Like, why? Why did you have to lie, man? Why? Everything was good until you lied. If you made this video and you crapped on me and you just said, hey, you know, this guy thinks I'm a plant. I think this guy's personally, I think he's an idiot. I'm not a plant at all. Here's why. I wouldn't have any problem with that. But it's the lying. Why you gotta lie? Why? Man, let's keep going. Let's read this. Listen to more of this foolishness.
Jeremy Boring, he talked about how I was debating on Jubilee, for example, how it was simply inorganic. It couldn't happen. He saw that I had sponsors, said that I was being pushed by a larger company. That's how this had happened. And that TPUSA was sponsoring me and probably using bots to make me look bigger than I was. And
Dude, you are a pathological liar. When the hell did I say that TPUSA was using bots? Why are you just making shit up? This is crazy. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane how you just lied like this. Can anybody in the chat vouch? Can anybody in the chat say it? I see Just Snooping is in here. I see some of you guys are in here from 2 days ago stream. Did I say that TPUSA had bots on this? What did I say? I don't even say stuff like that. TPUSA doesn't even do the bots. It's the Daily Wire that does like the like buying the views and stuff like that. I don't even know if Daily Wire does bots, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But Daily Wire absolutely buys views. You guys know I exposed that. I even showed the tool that they do it on. TPUSA, dude. What's the lie counter at? What's the lie counter at? I think we're at 6. I think we're at 6. Let's just, oh goodness gracious, dude.
He saw that I had sponsors, said that I was being pushed by a larger company. That's how this had happened. And that TPUSA was sponsored.
Yes, I did say that there are probably forces behind the scenes that are pushing you. I did say that. I don't know who your agent works for. Honestly, dude, I don't even care to do the research to figure it out. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could figure it out, but I don't care that much, dude. It's just not that deep, man. I don't care that much. It was just one of those live streams where I just went a little off the cuff and I just said, I think this guy's a plant. And then you took it like way too serious. Like you just took it way to the extreme. Like you obviously got butthurt by it. You know, the saying a hit dog holler. That's kind of you right now. It's like now you really got me thinking that you're a plant. Because why did that have you so upset that you decided to make a whole video and just lie? That's what I don't understand. Just lying. And it's and guys, was I not nice to him? That's what's crazy. Like I could really be mean and go in, but I don't want to do that because that was me in the past. I really want to act my age. I mean, I'm 31 now. Like I'm not 25 anymore when I first like started my YouTube, and I really try to be nice. I really do. I try to show others respect, even if we disagree. I know that me and Joshua Carr are on the complete other sides. So I'm like, hey, I think this guy's a plant, but let me show respect. But what makes me go back to the old days is when you lie. That's the one thing I don't do.
Being pushed by a larger company. That's how this had happened. And that TPUSA was sponsoring me and probably using bots to make me look bigger than I was.
Using bots? I never. Yeah. I never said that. I never said that, man. This man got a master's degree in lying. This man went to the Ben Shapiro Zionist College of Telling Lies. Holy cow. I think this video is part of his dissertation in getting his PhD in lying from the University of Ben Shapiro. Oh, goodness, man. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm just on the train watching this video, and I'm just sitting in my head like every 5 seconds this guy's talking, I'm just like, lie. Like the person on the train just over there looking at me like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm sorry, man. Don't mind me. This guy's just lying about me on the internet, so I'm kind of upset. Don't mind me. Have a good day. Like, I'm just like, lie. The lie detector says that was a lie. I'm like, Maury, the lie detector, like, geez Louise, man.
And I was sitting here looking at this live stream. I realized I needed to come clean to you guys. I realized there were some things I hadn't confessed to you that maybe I needed to confess. It was long overdue. And the reason why I feel that way about you guys, my viewers, is because you've stood by me. And so the truth is, and I want to come completely clean right now, I started this political commentary about 3.5 years ago. I was really bad at it. You can go, I haven't deleted any of my videos. You can go look at all those horrible old videos. And I got basically 0 views at the beginning. In fact, even with a lot of hard work, I got 0 views for about 2.5 years. I did this. I was very consistent and I had 0 following. During that time, my wife worked to put us through college and provide for us. And over the next 6 months, views started kind of gradually going up. It was kind of like an acceptable level. It wasn't a lot. No one really knew who I was, but it was some views. But it wasn't until March of this year, literally just March, like a few months ago, that a switch kind of turned on. My show got a lot bigger and high profile commentators started reaching out to me. And here's the truth, guys. I didn't have any connections with large companies. I didn't have any connections with commentators. And I don't have a single investor in my company. I own 100% of it. I've done all of this on my own, but that's not really true. And that's where my confession comes in. The guy on that live stream literally used these words. He said, Josh Carr is batting 100. I'm never missing. And he said he is either corrupt or the luckiest man on earth. And hearing that made me realize I have not been grateful enough. I've been chasing growth. I've been trying to continue on with that momentum. And I have not publicly confessed on this show what God has done for me. And the truth is, I haven't done this on my own. I've never done it on my own. God has been with me every step of the way. Before I write my show every day, I pray. Before I film the show, I dedicate to Him and I pray that I'll speak clearly, that I'll be truthful. And I pray throughout the day as well that I'll make a difference. And just like it says in Luke, one of my favorite scriptures of all time, with God, all things are possible. I really believe He's done that for me. And so I guess I just wanted you guys to know. I want you to know that God has blessed me immensely. Times are still really hard sometimes. It can be hard. I get death threats. My viewership is actually down 45% this month.
Look at that. Look at look at that. My viewership is actually down 45%. Oh man, okay. Now he's trying to do the humble thing. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'm not a plant. See, my viewership's down 45%. When I never said anything about his views. Never did. Never did. The vice president thing, you getting Jeremy Boring, you being on Jubilee, all this stuff happening out of nowhere is what's like really making me skeptical. And I was very clear about that. So, okay.
Massive decrease. I've definitely not made it. I don't feel like I have, but I still feel that I'm incredibly blessed. And I feel like I needed to make this video to address what he said, because hearing those words, Josh Carr has done the impossible. There's no way he could have done this organically. Made me realize how blessed I am. And all of you.
I also want to go over the red flag. I'm going to go there, guys, because I already told you. You guys know the red, these guys, they always do the red flag.
That I'll be truthful.
Let's
and
go
I pray
over the red
throughout
flag.
The day as well that I'll make a difference.
I'm sure you guys could guess what the red flag is.
And just like it says in Luke, one of my favorite scriptures of all time, with God, all things are possible. I really believe He's done that for me. Speak clearly, that I'll be truthful. And I pray throughout the day as well that I'll make a difference. And just like it says in Luke, one of my favorite scriptures of all time, with God, all things are possible. I really believe He's done that for me. And so I guess I just wanted you guys to know. I want you to know that God has blessed me immensely. Times are still really hard sometimes. It can be hard. I get death threats. My viewership is actually down 45.
Okay. All right. Can anybody guess the red flag? Can anybody guess the red flag? What did I tell you guys about people who wear their faith on their sleeve? What did I tell you? That's always the red flag. Yeah, guys, I'm not a plant. God just blessed me. Okay, dude. You know the great thing about what Echoes did? It really just shows me that, it really just shows me that I should be really grateful to God. Is this guy even a Christian? Isn't Joshua Carr a Mormon? LDS? He's LDS, right? I'm sorry. Are Mormons Christian? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pretty sure he's LDS. So if he's LDS, for those that don't know what LDS is, Latter-day Saints. It's a sect of the Mormons. It's like the most popular denomination or sect of the Mormons. So I'm just wondering, I could go deeper, but I'll hold off. I won't go too far. I don't think Mormons are Christians, though. Isn't their belief system and interpretations a little different? I could be wrong, but I don't think Mormons are Christians. Latter-day Saints, Mormons. Yes. I just explained it. Guys, I just explained it. LDS is Latter-day Saints. I know Mormons because I think I told you this before. I've been to Utah before. I saw their church. It's being like rebuilt now, but I saw it. If you go to downtown Salt Lake City, their ginormous Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints mega church, it's right there downtown. I've been there. I've seen it. I know all about it. There are different sects of Mormons, but the main denomination of it is LDS, which is Latter-day Saints. And they got that ginormous church in Salt Lake City. I'm pretty sure Mormons aren't Christians. I'm just saying. Now, I'm not a Bible scholar. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and act like I am. Pretty sure they're not Christians, though. Think their belief system is a little different. But the red flag is always the people who do this stuff. I don't mind you talking about, your faith a little bit. I'll talk about my faith a little bit. But when you say stuff like that, and we know what you're doing, you're trying to deflect from the fact that I said that you might be a plan. But you know what he didn't do in this video? He didn't even debunk what I said. That would have been a good video that I would have respected. All right, let's keep going. Oh, Josh is in here. Of course he is. Joshua, welcome back. I don't know why you decided to lie, but okay. It's sad that I even have to do this. I really don't appreciate that you decided to lie. I don't know why you chose to do that. Now, to respond to what you said, Joshua, you said we 100% believe Jesus is God. I said, are you Christian? That's what I asked. But okay, that's fine. I didn't even know Josh was in here. That's funny. I have not been looking at the comments. I've been too busy into what I'm doing, so my bad. I'll start looking at the comments now. I wasn't even looking at the comments. I didn't even know that Joshua Carr was in here. That's funny. Of course he's in here. Let me guess. Josh. One of your subscribers messaged you on Twitter and said that this Candace Owens fan is live, right? Let me guess. You got tweeted at again? That's how you found me? Yeah.
5% this month. Massive decrease. I've definitely not made it. I don't feel like I have, but I still feel that I'm incredibly blessed. And I felt like I needed to make this video to address what he said, because hearing those words, Josh Carr has done the impossible. There's no way he could have done this organically. Made me realize how blessed I am. And all of you have been a part of that. Now, on top of those confessions, I do want to talk about the mental state that this Candace Owens fan was on. He truly couldn't believe someone could work hard enough to achieve great things.
The disrespect. I couldn't believe the mental state this Candace Owens fan was on. Oh, man. The disrespect. The crazy mental state of this Candace Owens fan. Okay. Hello, I'm here. Hi, I have my own mind. Hi, Josh. I'm not just a Candace Owens fan. I have my own mind. Hi, Josh. I've actually criticized Candace before, and some of her fans have commented on my videos and said that I'm a sellout and I got paid $7,000. Hi, Hi, I'm more than a Candace Owens fan. That's me. Not just a Candace Owens fan.
Me realize how blessed I am. And all of you have been a part of that. Now, on top of those confessions, I do want to talk about the mental state that this Candace Owens fan was on. He truly couldn't believe someone could work hard enough to achieve great things. He didn't believe that someone could defend conservative institutions like
No, Josh. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's so wrong.
hard enough to achieve great things.
Joshua Carr says that I couldn't believe, what do you say?
State that this Candace Owens fan was on. He truly couldn't believe someone could work hard enough to achieve great things.
Josh, we gotta humble you real quick there, buddy. Josh says this guy couldn't believe that someone could just work hard and achieve great things. Buddy, I know YouTubers personally that are a million times bigger than you. Dude, I know YouTubers who make millions of dollars a year from YouTube, $200,000 a month on YouTube. Again, I've been around, I've seen it all. It is not that I don't think that a YouTuber can work hard and achieve success. That is wrong. I have seen some of the craziest blow-ups ever. I've seen some crazy stuff. One of my friends, this is probably one of my biggest friends on YouTube. His name is King of Nothing. His channel gets way more views than yours does. He absolutely exploded because he makes really good videos. He doesn't really do YouTube anymore. He's got some stuff going on, but in his heyday, he blew up really, really fast. I've never seen anything like it. He blew up mega fast. He started getting like 1 million views a video. He just started killing it. I have seen people work super hard and be successful. The guy that I'm talking about, King of Nothing, he literally spends he's a full-time YouTuber, at least he was. It literally takes him like weeks to make his videos. And he does it all by himself. The editing, the script writing. He is one of the hardest working YouTubers I've ever seen. I've never seen somebody spend so much time to get the sound right, get the comedy right, get the script writing right, get the editing right, all by himself. I've never seen that. I've seen people work hard. Yes, Gil, you're right. I met Clear Value Tax in person. He has like 2 million subscribers. Yes, he lives in Chicago. I met him in person. That dude makes stupid money on YouTube. He's killing it. But anyway, that's a different story. The bottom line is he's misconstruing my argument as if I can't believe that you work hard and become successful. No, I was very clear. And any reasonable, rational person would agree with me that that is something to be skeptical about. Now, they may say, hey, Echoes, I get what you're saying that is skeptical, but I don't agree with you. I think this guy just found a way and he saw opportunities that other people aren't doing and he made it. That's fine. But my thing from the beginning is that you were getting all these weird opportunities all at the same time, all within the same month. You got this partnership to get dinner with JD Vance. You got the Jeremy Boring interview. Lord knows what else you got. I don't even watch your channel like that to even know. You probably got other stuff that I could pinpoint that's weird. You got the PragerU thing with the children's whatever you got going on. You just got all these partnerships. You have an agent at 60K subs. You have an agent. Like what? And you're getting sponsorships, which the sponsorships make sense because some of your videos really get a lot of views. Sponsors are definitely going to want to get in on that. So I get that. But the other stuff, it has me skeptical. I have a right to be skeptical because you were getting on all of this big stuff at the same time. And to me, it really feels like you came out of nowhere. I'm on YouTube every day. I'm always paying attention to the newest people, what's going on. All the people in this space, I pretty much know all of them and watch their channel. All the people that are blowing up or about to blow up, I'm tuned into all of them. What you are doing is something that nobody else in this space is doing. You are the only YouTuber with 60,000 subscribers that is able to get somebody a dinner with JD Vance. No other YouTuber even close to your size has those connections. There are YouTubers bigger than you who don't have agents. There are YouTubers bigger than you who don't have Jeremy Boring on their platform. There are YouTubers bigger than you who are not getting PragerU partnerships. Now, I suspect that your agent is the one who's behind all this stuff, and that's great. But then my question would be, how did you get that agent? Like, there's still a lot that's not adding up. But unfortunately, I can't even really focus on that because I got to dismantle the lies.
He didn't believe that someone could defend conservative institutions like the Daily Wire or TPUSA without being paid by them. And I think that's really sad. I think it points to how Candace Owens fans think. I think it's indicative of what the new left has been selling their audience. Ben Shapiro said it best on his show today. I wanted to show you a clip of what he said.
I don't think you actually have to be close to that person or any. I think that actually you can just defend the widows of people who get shot from conspiracy theories about how they did the shooting.
I don't know, Erica. I just defend her on principle. It's not because I'm a plant. It's not because I'm being paid by TPUSA. It's just because it's what I believe. And I
Really? Defending Erica Kirk is crazy. That is insane. I understand not liking Candace Owens. Candace Owens is for everybody. I even understand. Well, I don't understand taking up for Ben Shapiro. I don't, but whatever. I don't understand the Erica Kirk thing. I don't understand that one.
Actually, you can just defend the widows of people who get shot from conspiracy theories about how they did the shooting.
I don't know, Erica. I just defend her on principle. It's not because I'm a plant. It's not because I'm being paid by TPUSA. It's just because it's what I believe. And I want to say to you,
Joshua, that's another lie. You're at 7. I never said that you defend Erica Kirk or the Daily Wire because you were a plant. I never said that. I don't think I said that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I always said, again, I'm only talking about the opportunities that you're getting all at the same time, by the way. All at the same time. That's all I'm talking about. Everything else you're doing and everything else you stand for. Oh, don't get me wrong. I believe that you authentically believe in what you believe in. I believe that. I don't think you're lying or grifting or shilling. I don't think that. I just think that there are people behind the scenes who think that you are talented and they're just giving you a little push, putting a little bit of money in your pocket. And I'm not saying literally like handing you money. I'm saying like getting you opportunities that are going to put money in your pocket. They want you to be a big deal in conservative media. I can tell. And you know what? You just might become that. You just might. And I don't think that all of that is just because of you. I don't. I really don't.
you guys watching, I believe in you guys. If you've got a vision, not a dream is different. But if you have a real vision for your life, you can go achieve it. People will literally look at you and think that you are batting 100. They're not going to see the 1,000 mistakes that you made, that you're actually batting 5%. They only see your achievements. But people will literally believe that about you. They will think it is literally impossible what you are doing because the power of God is so unthinkable to them and the world. God bless you guys. I believe in you. Everyone, I'm partnering with the RNC for you to enter to win.
Then after that, he does the sponsorship for the JD Vance. You can't make this stuff up. Hey, this man's a comedian, man. This man goes on this entire rant about how he's not a Daily Wire plant, or he's not a plant at all. And at the end of the video, he's like, "Hey guys, I'm partnering with the RNC to get you guys a dinner with JD Vance." Yeah, you're not a plant at all, man. Yeah, sure.
I believe in you. Everyone, I'm partnering with the RNC for you to enter to win an all expenses paid trip to have dinner with JD Vance. It is free to sign up. It's a great opportunity to meet with JD. Tell him what you think of him, what you think of Trump, and how you want them to.
That sounds like exactly something a plant would say. Hey guys, I don't know how I got this, but I got the inside scoop for you to be able to have dinner with JD Vance. Oh man. Oh man, goodness gracious. This really is a shame.
I have a confession to make, you guys.
Hold on.
You see, there's been some speculation online.
It's Thursday night. I'm supposed to be enjoying my evening, getting ready for bed. But I got to respond to this foolishness. That's funny. All right, what comments we got? You've already moved the goalpost because you know you're wrong. Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, man. I've already said all I had to say and dismantled you. I've already done what I needed to do. I've already done what I needed to do, man. Looks like the video you made about me got 2,500 views. That's cute. I wonder how many views my video on you is going to get. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Can't wait to see. Don't worry, I'm only going to respond once. Even if you make a video about this, which I'm sure you probably will, because now I kind of know your character. This is kind of who you are. So now that I know your character, don't worry, man. You can make as many videos as you want about me. I don't care, dude. You go right ahead, man. You'd be great. This is the only video I'm going to make about you. I'm going to put it on the main channel. And I'm just defending myself because you lied about me. That's all. I just got to defend myself because I don't appreciate the lies. But if you want to make more videos and keep lying, then hey, that's on you, man. That's what you want to do. All right, let's read some comments. We're not reading Gil's comments because Gil is in troll mode. So there's no point in reading a troll's comments. He's just going to troll. Gil literally has been following me for like 5 years, and he just randomly flips to Joshua Carr because Gil just likes to stir drama. That's just how Gil has always been. Gil's a troll. He's always been a troll. Do not take Gil seriously. He's always been a troll. There we go again with God. Yep. How much they pay you and who taught you and Erica to Christian Griff? Jazz does not agree. Gil is popping off. Look at Gil. Gil's like leaving like 80 million messages. Gil, why don't you just go be on his channel? Just go be on his channel, Gil. Black Panther says we're going to see another Reagan Conrad situation where Echo's videos outtrack the ones from the person they're about who has a bigger following. Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my video on Joshua Carr is probably going to get more videos than it's probably going to get more views than the video he made about me. That's just how it goes. I don't know why it happens that way, but it always happens. Whenever I talk about like somebody bigger, well, you know what's funny? One time I made a video about a Ben Shapiro video, and my video about the Ben Shapiro video got more views than the Ben Shapiro video. That was actually really funny. Yeah, I suspect that video will probably get views, but you know what? Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. My wife and I are laughing. My wife and I are sitting here laughing our heads off. You guys are a riot. You know, Josh, that's great. I'm glad you and your wife can laugh. You know, maybe you guys can strategize on how not to lie on other YouTubers. Maybe you guys can do that. I think that'd be good. Maybe you guys can talk about that. Maybe when you know, maybe you guys can discuss and talk about how maybe I shouldn't have made that video on that guy and lied. Lying's not good. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But hey, if you want to laugh, I mean, that's great, man. That's great. I didn't realize that lying was funny, but okay. You and your wife are sitting there laughing at the fact that you just made a whole video lying? Talking about I deleted my video because I got humiliated. Hold on. Let's go to the worst thing he said. Let's just go to the stupidest thing he said. Like just stupid. Hold on, guys. This is the dumbest thing he said.
I have a confession to make, you guys. You might ask. Well, I've got dozens of tweets saying I responded to actually all of his questions. He still was unconvinced, even though I was completely open. And I would love to be able to show you that video, but he deleted it. He went through a whole show you.
Oh, Lord. I'm waiting for one lie. Still haven't heard one. Buddy, you said that I deleted the video because I got humiliated. That's a lie. You lie. Like what? Talking about I'm waiting for one lie. Still haven't heard one. You literally lied when you said that I deleted my video because I got humiliated. That's a lie. That is a straight up lie. That is a straight up lie. He said, "Where's the video?" Did you not pay attention? Come on, YouTuber. You're supposed to be the smart YouTuber. Aren't you good at this stuff? Where's the video? I privated the video, Josh. I explained that to you already. Every video that I put out gets privated. You want to see proof? My lives do not stay up anymore. Don't worry, I'll pull up my YouTube studio. Let's get this over with. I literally explained to my subscribers this entire thing. I literally explained this to my subscribers. So okay, he wants to play this game. All right. I'm gonna show you proof that I private all my streams. I'm gonna show you proof because now we're just living in clown world here. He said, "How did I lie?" I'm giving him chances. Like he could easily just admit that he lied and say, "Hey, my bad." That's all he got to do. "Hey, my bad. I didn't mean to lie." Okay, great. He can't even do that. He can't even do that. Instead of admitting that he lied and just apologizing or something, he just says, "Oh, me and my wife are laughing at you." Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad I could be you all's entertainment for the night, I guess. I guess, man. I guess. Okay, this is my second channel. What does that say? Look at that. Look at that. What does that say? Look at that. Stream June 10th. Private. Stream June 9th. Private. June 9th again. Private. June 8th. Private. June 6th. Private. Look, every live stream has been privated. Why did I private the live streams? Look, that one went to the members. Look at that. Just about every live stream has been privated. This is something that I actually started doing at the very end of May. And again, I already explained it. A big YouTuber, I'm not going to say his name, but he told me, he was just giving me advice. He was like, "Hey, you should live stream and talk about everything you want to talk about, and then you should clip it, but make it private and only give the full live stream to members." That's what he said. And he said, "Trust me, it works." I said, "Okay." The streams were not deleted. The only reason why I lose respect for you is because you literally could have reached out. I don't bite. Don't worry, I don't bite. I'm not some mean, horrible dude. Don't worry. You literally could have said, "Hey, I noticed you took the stream down. Could you put it back up? I'd like to make a video about it." Okay, sure. No big deal. Matter of fact, you know what's funny? People in my comments have actually told me, "Hey, what happened to the live stream?" And I'm like, "Oh, my bad. I'll put it up." Like, literally, if you just ask me to put it up, okay, I'll put it up. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I'll put it back up. So it's like, all right, man. Okay. So, all right, I just proved my point there. My streams are privated. Okay, he wants to know what else he lied about. I mean, I just went over it, but whatever. He said I reached out to you. I said exact words in your DMs. Oh, my bad. You got to send me an email. I actually don't check my Twitter. Okay, let me explain that because I already know you're gonna make up something about that. Okay, let me explain that. So I have 2 Twitter accounts. I got Late Night with Echoes Twitter, and I have Echoes from Above. The Late Night with Echoes Twitter is where I follow all of the Twitter accounts that post the news that's relevant to the content that I make. So I'm almost never on my main Twitter account. I'm basically never on there. I'm always on my Late Night with Echoes Twitter account. Here, I'll show you. I will show you. Look, this one right here. I don't get on my main Twitter account, so I probably didn't see your DM if you DM'd me. It would have been better to send me an email because an email, I'll get an alert. I'll see your email because I check the email every day. I'm not always on my main account. My bad. I should probably tweet more, but I really don't. So you can see this account right here, Late Night with Echoes. This is the one that I'm on because this is the one where, like I said, I have notifications on for literally everybody. So I'm able to follow and keep up with everything going on. So I'm never on my main channel. But you said that you messaged me. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't want you guys to see my DMs because, hold on. Let me check real quick, but I just want to, let's see. All right. He says he messaged me. I don't see a message. I don't see a message. Oh, your messages went to my message request. Oh yeah, dude, I had no chance of seeing that. I don't even get the alert that you messaged me. It went to my message request. See, this is the thing. I'm literally looking at my DM right now, and I have no alert that Joshua Carr messaged me. No alert. The only thing that I can see is that Gil actually messaged me on Twitter. Gil messaged me on Twitter and said Joshua Carr made a video about you, which I didn't even see Gil's message because again, I don't ever get on this Twitter account because I'm always on my other one. Okay. Let's see what Joshua Carr had to say. Oh, now you want to be nice. See, he's being nice in my DMs. Why couldn't you do this? See, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. Why couldn't you do this in the first place? Why? 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 Look, this is what he said. So this is Joshua Carr. Can you guys see this? Yeah, you guys can see this. So this is what Josh said. Josh said, howdy. I want to address your questions on an episode. Can you make that video public for me so I can directly address your claims? Also, watched your video on Reagan Conrad last night. Enjoyed it. Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't get your message. You got to send an email. An email is better. I legit do not get on this Twitter. My bad. Now I'll give you this. Yesterday, I did say that you could reach out to me on social media. I'll give you that one. I should have corrected it. I said in the live stream 2 days ago when he was on that if anybody wanted to like message me, just reach out to me on social media. My bad. Do not do that. Email me, please, because I don't look at my Twitter account ever. I really don't. And also, I'm just going to get message requests. So yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Hey, CoffeeZilla to go posted. I'm in his memberships though, so I already saw the Lego video. That was a really good video. All right. This will never happen in reverse because I don't baselessly accuse people of being plants and I don't make my videos private. All right, Josh. All right, Josh. Are you done or are you finished? Finished. Don't worry, man. This video is only going to sting a little bit. It's only going to sting a little bit, and it's probably going to get more views than the video you made on me. Don't worry, man. It's only going to sting a little. Don't worry. I'm only going to make one video. I'm not going to dedicate my whole YouTube career to going after you. Don't worry. I'm just going to make the one video defending myself, and, you know, you're probably going to make another video. I already know you are, and, you know, if that's what you want to do, you go ahead and do your thing. You do your thing, man. You do your big one. All right, let's see. Joshua, imagine if Echoes did exactly what you did. Assumed your feelings, embellished on your name, like he made a video saying he humiliated you. Exactly. Katie's right. Exactly. Like, I don't understand that. Gil, I said that after Joshua Carr made his video about me lying. Once you step over that line, the gloves are off. I was nothing but nice and respectful to Joshua Carr, and I specifically told him that I was not going to make a video. After he made the video he made today, the gloves are off. And also, Eric Kirk is a pedo defender. That's true. If you defend Erica Kirk or Donald Trump, you are defending the Epstein class. That's true. It really is sickening and sad to me that we got an entire section of the Republican Party, Ben Shapiro included, who protects PDF files and nobody seems to care. Sorry, Gil, but we protect children on this platform and we care about children being abused on this platform. Sorry, Gil. And yes, if somebody refuses to release the Epstein files or gaslights you about it or hangs out with pastors who have all these child assaults and all that and lawsuits, yes, that's a problem, Gil. Yes, I have a problem with that. I do. By the way, let's not forget, remember the whole thing with Erica Kirk and the 15-year-old? Yeah, guess who reached out to the 15? Well, she's not 15 anymore. Let me be very careful with that. She's like 25 now. But guess who reached out to the girl? I did. And guess what the girl said to me? she felt like she was groomed. That's what she said. I didn't make her say that. That's what she told me. So when you defend Erica Kirk, you have to understand that you are defending somebody who the person that she messaged back in that time when that girl was a young girl, she literally said that she felt like she was groomed. That's who you're defending. When you defend Erica Kirk, you are defending somebody who does speaking engagements with pastors with PDF file lawsuits. She does speaking engagements at churches with pastors that have PDF file lawsuits. She does speaking engagements and hangs out with our current president who defends PDF files. If you are still a supporter of these people who defend these Epstein people, I have a problem with that, and I have the right to call it out. Because I understand that this country seems to be okay with PDF files running the country. I understand. I get it. Well, I don't understand actually, but you guys do y'all. But I will never be in that camp. I will never be in a camp with an administration that campaigned on releasing all of the Epstein files and then refuses to do it because he wants to protect his buddies and whatever the heck he's got going on with that too. I can't get jiggy with a guy who literally has his Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick, lied about the Epstein files. Turns out he was in it and he brought his kids there. And that guy's still your secretary. Yeah, Erica Kirk defends and supports that guy. If you defend and support Donald Trump at this point, I can't rock with you. I can't do it. Because I would have to call your character into question. I would have to ask you the question. So you just don't care that the president refuses to release the Epstein files and he still has Howard Lutnick and all these other people affiliated with the Epstein files, and he fought tooth and nail to make sure that the Epstein files didn't come out. And oh, by the way, he transferred Ghislaine Maxwell from a maximum security prison to a low-level security prison, which is basically like a getaway in a cell. Yeah, sorry, I'm never going to be okay with that. Never. It's a shame that I'm one of the only people. I mean, obviously, it's not just me, it's the people who follow and watch me too. But it really is a shame that we're the only people who seem to care about that. That's a real travesty. It really is. It's funny how if the local guy in your neighborhood assaulted sexually a young person, a young girl, everybody would raise hell. In your local community, everybody's against PDF files and everybody's against that disgusting stuff. But for some reason on a national level, nobody cares. You care when it's John the Weirdo or Bob the Weirdo. That's when you care. You care when it's on the local news. But for some reason, when it comes to Erica Kirk and Donald Trump, everybody just don't care no more. All of a sudden, there's all these excuses. That's disgusting to me. And that's what I'm saying. This is a real fight for me. This isn't a joke. Like, I really feel strongly about this. This is sad. It's disgusting. I'm glad you brought this question up, Gil. Sounds like you're done trolling. Gil says, echoes, I do believe some people are threatened and forced to look the other way. Gil, I want you to hear me clearly. I'm looking directly at the camera. Gil, I would rather my life be in danger and be threatened by whoever than the entire world think that I defend PDF files. I think most people would agree with me on that. If whatever dark forces are saying, we're going to get you and your family, I'm just going to say, okay, well, I guess you're just going to have to do what you're going to have to do then. Because I'm not going to go out like that with the entire world thinking that I defend PDF files. I'd rather you do what you got to do. That's the way that I look at it, Gil. I don't like that excuse. I don't like that excuse. Oh, they're threatening him. So what? He's a billionaire. Hire private security. You'd be all right. You're the president of the United States. He's not some random guy who has the big secrets. He's the former president. I think he'll be okay. Even if you are being threatened, hire people that you trust. You got the money to do it to protect you and your family. Being threatened, Gil, is not a good excuse to not hold PDF files accountable. Even if something horrible happens, let's go with what you're saying. Even if the threat happens or whatever, at least he gets to go with his dignity. At least people can say, this man did not defend PDF files. I don't think people understand how big of an issue this is going to be. We're not letting this go. This Epstein issue is going to be a defining moment of the midterms and the next presidential election. I'm telling you right now. And I've already made it very clear. Speaking of Joshua Carr and the fact that he's like doing this partnership to get a dinner with JD Vance, I just want to make something clear. I will never in my life support anybody in the Trump administration. Not JD Vance, not RFK, not any of them. Because you all saw that this man was defending PDF files and you chose to do nothing about it. That's disgusting to me. The only person that I respect is Joe Kent. Because I can tell you right now, Gil, if I was working in the Trump administration and I was making all this money and I got all this clout and I'm the secretary, whatever, and I find out that they're defending PDF files and protecting them, I'm out. I'd rather be broke. I'd rather be making little money for the rest of my life than be rich and be a PDF file defender. This is serious stuff, man. This is serious stuff. Jazz says, I personally think they're threatening his family, most likely with some dirt or Charlie Kirk's help. I can only speak for myself. If I'm a billionaire and I got kids and I got the resources and money to defend myself, I'm going to take my chances. That's all I got to say about that. But you know what? I don't have kids yet. So, I'll defer to you guys. I don't have kids yet. So, I just don't think it's like that. I don't think his family's in danger, by the way. I really don't. All right, let's see what we got. I can accept him as a brother in Christ, but it's convenient he went to bed when a discussion turned from faith to politics. My husband laughing over I can't get jiggy with. Mm-hmm. Wait, he left? I didn't even realize he left. He left? Dang, he left. Joshua Carr left. Oh, no. Oh, he said he got to go to bed. Okay. Oh, Josh, it's not that deep, dude. I just said I think you're a plant. The fact that you're so mad about that really makes me skeptical. Think about it. I'm upset with you because you just made a video spreading lies about me. You are upset with me because I said you might be a plant. If you're not a plant, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Just say, hey, I'm not a plant and move on, or make a video defending yourself. The whole thing about you being a plant is really not that big of a deal, dude. It's not that big of a deal. I never said that you make videos about, being pro Jeremy Boring and anti Candace Owens because you're a plant. I never said that. I never said that you being a plant means that there are powers behind the scenes that control your content. I never said that. I said that you being a plant means that there are forces behind you that want to push you and make you get bigger. They want you to be one of those big voices of the Erica Kirk, Ben Shapiro right. That's what they want. That's what I think. Anyway. All right, I got to go to bed. Good night, all. Good night, Joshua. And I hope you go to sleep and you brainstorm ways of not to lie. Hopefully you do some reflection while you're in the bed laying down. I'm sure you won't, but I hope you do. Maybe you can reflect on the fact that you just made a video and just made up a bunch of lies. Maybe you'll be willing to do the right thing. And you know what? You don't even have to retract the video. I don't even care. I really don't. You don't have to delete the video, retract it, leave it up, do your thing. Get your little ad revenue. But I would at least appreciate you messaging me and saying, hey, you know what? I lied and I'm sorry. How about that? You can do that, but you don't have to. That's fine. You can if you want though, but you don't got to. You don't got to. Or you know what? You don't even have to apologize to me because again, not that big of a deal. You don't even got to do that. Just learn from this. And next time you make videos, just don't lie. Because I didn't lie about you. When I called you a plant, I was very clear that I was speculating. I said that I was speculating. I said that verbatim. Everybody can vouch for me. I said that I speculate that you were a plant. And then I laid out reasons why I believe that you were a plant. You might not be a plant, but I think you are. Okay? All right. Black Panther is right about this. That's funny because Echoes is way less likely to think people are plants than I do. It's one of the biggest things I disagree with him about. He gives the benefit of the doubt way too much. That is true. Black Panther disagrees with me on a few things, actually. And yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I actually don't typically think that people are plants. That's why I'm saying people should really take what I have to say into consideration, the fact that I think that Joshua Carr might be a plant. Because I typically don't throw that word out. I almost never call somebody a plant or say anything like that. I don't. But Joshua Carr, everything going on with him, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. How do you explain the Mormon belief that Native Americans are related to the ancient Israelites when genetic testing proves that's false? Honestly, not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, well, the number one thing that he messed up on is saying that he's a Christian. I'm going to have to do some research, but I'm pretty sure Mormons aren't Christians. Pretty sure they're not. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah, the timing on him leaving is kind of wild. I would have wanted to hear what Echoes just said if he was saying it about me. Hey, I guess he had to go to bed. I guess he got sleepy. Echoes, I do believe some people are threatened and forced to look the other way. I mean, sure. But again, Gil, what you got to understand is Trump has the resources to defend himself more so than the average person. He's a billionaire. It's not like he's like, do you guys remember when OpenAI killed this whistleblower? Did you guys know about that? You know, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Sam Altman? Yeah, they killed some dude. There was like this Indian 22-year-old whistleblower who was saying all these crazy things that they're doing behind the scenes, and they killed that guy. See, guys like that can be killed. Remember, this is 2026. It's not as easy to kill a president as it was when they killed JFK. We all know that the government killed JFK, right? We're all on board with that. We at least got that part down. Okay. Yes, we know that the government has killed a president or presidents before. We know that the government killed JFK. I get it. But in 2026, with social media and the fact that Donald Trump has all this money, I just don't think it would be that easy for whatever forces behind the scenes to kill his family. I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. I really don't. I just don't. That's just my opinion. I don't. I do not see that. Even if somebody threatened his family, I think his chances are okay of protecting them with his He's worth like $4 or $5 billion. I think he can protect his family, guys. I think he can do it. I can accept him as a brother in Christ, but it's convenient he went to bed when the discussion turned from faith to politics. Well, guess he got tired. Yep, exactly. And it's sickening. I would rather be dead than defend that. That's, you hear me, Katie? Yeah, thank you, Katie. Katie's the voice of reason. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. What's worse? You and your family, something bad happening? Or you and your family, your entire legacy is you're the administration that defended PDF files? Which one's worse? And you campaigned on releasing it, by the way. And you have people in your, and here's the thing, guys. Here's the other thing that I want you guys to key in on. Fine, guys. Let's pretend that if he releases the files, then, you know, his whole family will be whatever. Fine, let's pretend. Why hasn't he fired Howard Lutnick? We directly caught Howard Lutnick in a lie. Howard Lutnick made up all these stories about how he was sickened by Jeffrey Epstein, and he was, and you know, he was abhorred, and it was, and then it turns out that guy was going to the island multiple times and bringing his kids. Why hasn't Trump fired that guy? See, it's even the little things Trump isn't doing. That's what I'm saying, guys. There's no way out. Oh, let me guess. The dark forces threaten him too. Oh, you better not fire Howard Lutnick or we're going to get you. Come on. Can we just tell it like it is? He's defending PDF files and also you guys got to answer me this. Why did he put Ghislaine Maxwell in a super nice, cozy, minimum security prison? Did the dark forces make him do that too? I'm just saying. Just Snooping says, I will never sell my soul to these disgusting elites. Just Snooping, that is exactly how I feel. I'd rather them just do what they got to do than me sell my soul to these pieces of crap. Because guess what? Your life is not, listen, guess what? It's not over when it's over. It's just over here. Right? You guys get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, you got to stand for something, man. Now Gil came back to my side. It is weird he left when Echoes pointed out the Erica Kirk stuff and stood on it. I mean, you guys know I'm right. How can you defend Erica Kirk? How? It was weird timing for him to leave. He did the Hawk Tuah girl. That's funny. I know exactly what you're talking about, Chris. That's funny. He did the Hawk Tuah girl. When Hawk Tuah was on that Twitter space for CoffeeZilla, and CoffeeZilla was absolutely destroying her. She was like, I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed. Oh, Chris, you were funny. But what if they threaten your whole family, Echoes? It's hard when it's your whole family. Gil, me and my entire family are believers. Me and my entire family are all strong in our faith. Gil, I can speak for my entire family when I say this. We would rather that happen than we go our whole lives knowing that we not only bow down to the elites and let them bully us, but even worse, we all go down as PDF file defenders. Do you understand how sick that is, Gil? Gil, do I need to explain to you what they were doing to these kids? It's some really dark, demonic, graphic stuff what they were doing to those young girls. There is nothing on planet Earth worse than this. It's just horrible. They were just doing awful things to these young Kids. Gil, me and my family would be united in this. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm not joking. Me and my family is different. What is it? We're in the world, but we're not of the world. You ever heard of that? Yeah. Yeah, me and my family, we really live that. We in the world, we ain't of the world. We not like everybody else, Gil. I know most people would bow down and, oh, you're threatening my family. Oh, okay, whatever you say. It's called a backbone. Sometimes in life, you just got to have some damn testicular fortitude. Let me give you an example. If my wife is in danger and somebody's pointing a gun, me as the man and as the husband, who takes the bullet? The husband, right? You're supposed to do that, right? Okay. Sometimes in life, unfortunately, you just got to stand for something. And there have been people all throughout history who made the ultimate sacrifice for their beliefs, for their dignity. I'm one of those people, Gil. I'm sorry. I know it's not something you might want to hear. I know. You want to hear me cower in fear and say, oh, if they're threatening my family, oh, okay, I'll defend the PDF. Hell no. No. And I'm going to go even deeper, Gil. I'm going to explain to you where this comes from. I'm going to go even deeper. Let me explain it. My family often talks about this, and this has been spoken about for a long time. The equivalent of what I'm telling you, Gil, about people threatening, let's say hypothetically they were threatening my family, or I have to defend the PDF files if I'm in Trump's position, right? Let me give you the equivalent. So a lot of Christians believe that there is going to be something called the mark of the beast or the computer chip, whatever you want to call it. The Bible says that if you get it in your hand or your forehead, you're automatically damned to hell. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember the exact thing, but I religiously was told this when I was growing up because the church that I grew up in religiously said this. So this was like drilled into my head. So here's the equivalent of this, Gil. And again, I'm not quoting from the Bible in this. I'm just telling you guys what the church that I grew up in, this is what they used to say. You guys can comment, those of you who know the Bible better about this, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So the equivalent, Gil, to the whole thing about your family being threatened or are you going to defend the PDF files is the equivalent to the end times prophecy, the biblical end times prophecy, where they basically say that they're going to force you to get this mark of the beast. And if you don't get the mark of the beast, you basically won't be able to eat or drink or whatever it is, something like that. Like there's going to be serious consequences during this time if you don't get that mark of the beast. Well, guess what, Gil? If that time ever comes, you can do whatever you got to do. You can torture, you can threaten, you can take away my ability to survive. I am never in my life getting the mark of the beast on me. And I am never in my life getting that stupid computer chip, which that I do believe is coming. I do believe that there's going to come a time where they're going to try and put those computer chips in your hand or your forehead or whatever. If you guys ever familiar with the cartoon Futurama, they actually did that in the cartoon Futurama. That was a cartoon I watched when I was growing up. But in the cartoon Futurama, they actually did that. They actually showed it in the year 3000. They were literally putting chips in people's hands. That same concept that I just explained to you, Gil, about the PDF files, I'm explaining to you where my conviction comes from. Because, Gil, if I am willing as a Christian to bow down to these evil demonic dark forces, because that's what they are, Gil. These are evil demonic dark forces. If I'm willing to bow down to them and sell out because I'm scared that they're going to come after me and my family, then what's going to happen, Gil, when they try to put this little computer chip in my hand and they say, hey, Echoes, you either get that creepy, evil computer chip in your hand or you can't get a job. How you going to feed your family? How you going to eat? How you going to survive, Echoes, if you don't get the weird chip? That's all my point is, Gil. I don't care what happens. I'm not going out defending PDF files. Not happening. I don't care what happens. I'm not getting the mark of the beast on me. I'm not getting the computer chip on me. I don't care what you do. Waterboard me. It ain't happening. I'm serious. And guess what? Me and my family are lockstep in this. We all agree. We actually have these conversations. I told you, me and my family are very close. It's actually really amazing. Me and my siblings and mom and uncle, we are all very close. We get on these calls and we talk about this stuff. And we're like, hey, if that day ever came where Elon Musk wants to put the Neuralink chip in your whatever, you guys aren't going to get that, right? And we all agree, no. What if they say that you can't feed you and your kids and survive? We'll figure it out. What if you got to flee the country and we'll figure it out? Okay, so what you're saying is that there's no way that any of you are ever going to get that chip. Nope. We would rather, I'm not joking, Gil. We would rather go live in a remote island and hunt and grow our food than get that stupid computer chip in our hand. It's not happening. All right. Hope you enjoyed that little tangent. I just want to explain where I'm coming from there. Once you threaten the kids, people can be controlled 100%. Okay, Jazz. So if they come out with the mark of the beast and they threaten that you're not going to be able to feed your kids, are you getting the mark of the beast? If they say, hey, you either get this computer chip or your kids are going to starve, are you getting the mark of the beast? Are you getting a computer chip? You see what I'm saying? Not going to get me. Just Nubik said 5 a.m. I need to sleep. Yes, please go to sleep, Just Nubik. Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. Echoes, don't delete this live stream. Keep it up so we can watch the rest. Okay, I'll leave it up. That's fine. Normally, I take the live streams down, but I'll leave this one up. Fine, sure. I'll leave it up. I'm still going to clip the part about Joshua Carr and put it on the main channel, but, you know. Keep this live stream. Don't worry, I got you guys. This live stream will stay up. I will not delete it or private it. I don't delete the streams, I private them. But yes, I will leave it up. Hey, M. Diaz, good to see you. I don't think Mormons are Christian either. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that, but I do not think that Mormons are Christian either. I don't think Mormons are Christian either. I don't care is here. He said, sir, it's the middle of the night, but I'm here. I appreciate that. I don't care. Thanks for being here. Let's see what else we got. I don't think Trump is a real believer. You know, a lot of people say that, but I don't ever question somebody's faith. That's just not my place. But a lot of people definitely feel that way. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't think that Trump's a Christian, but you know, I don't really get into that. That is between Trump and God. Nah, he only started pretending to be one when he became a politician. Before that, he was quite obviously not one. I will say this again. I don't comment on, people's, religious beliefs. I don't get into the whole whether they're a Christian or not because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. I wouldn't want somebody to say, "Hey, Echoes, you don't do this, this, and this, so you're not a Christian." Yeah, I am. Like, I don't want anybody to do that to me. So I don't get into that. But I will say this, guys. I will say this to Black Panther's point because it is funny. So there was an interview. I don't know if you guys ever saw it. There was an interview that Trump did, and they basically, like, Trump was talking about the Bible and how it's his favorite book and he loves it. And then the interviewer was like, "Okay, can you tell us your favorite scripture?" And he literally couldn't do it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that was funny, that was telling, and that was not a good look. Matter of fact, can I find that clip? Because that clip was actually kind of funny. That was crazy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Dang, we got 28 people in here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the 28 people in here. I told you these live streams fluctuate. Sometimes we got 9 people, sometimes we got 30, sometimes we got 25, sometimes we got 50. These live streams can really fluctuate. Trump, scripture. Oh, no, I need to say Trump can't. I forgot where that interview was, but it was kind of funny. Let me see. Trump. Oh, yeah, this is it. This is it, guys. This is it. Here we go. Here we go. This is it.
Okay. You mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book. And you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what 1 or 2 of your most favored Bible verses are and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. You know, when I talk about the Bible, it's very personal. So I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite.
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that
no,
you like.
I don't want to do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke. Very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time. But I just think the Bible is just something very special.
Yeah, so he definitely did a little bit of political wizardry there. He dodged the heck out of that question. Like, really, dude, you can't name your favorite verse? Really? If the Bible's your favorite book, like, really, dude, that was not a good look. I'm not saying that he's not a Christian. I don't know if he's a Christian or not. I have no idea. That's between him and God. I don't know. But I do think that that's pretty funny that he couldn't name a verse. Like, really? You're supposed to be able to name like several verses, dude, if it's your favorite book. Come on, man. Okay, we already went over this. Like I said, if they threaten your kids, are you getting the mark of the beast? That's a good question, isn't it? See, this is how I get y'all. All you guys who are saying, if they threaten your kids, you would do it. Okay. Are you getting the mark of the beast then? If they threaten your kids or you get the mark of the beast, you getting the mark of the beast? I want to hear your answers. That's where it gets interesting. Gil says, I give you props. I wouldn't be able to die for it. Amen. 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 The echoes just say they not like us. That's a fact. They listen. This world is not like my family. They not like us. We are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice for our beliefs. We really are. We really are. Shout out to my parents. They raised us that way and we stuck with it. We do not play. We do not play. You're right. I basically just said that they not like us. Joshua Carr is not like us. They not like us. Trump not like us. Nope. Echoes, are you supported by the Drake lobby? Dang, Michael, you are obsessed with Drake. And it's funny because your profile picture is Kanye, but you're like obsessed with Drake, dude. Echoes, please come back to this topic after you hold your first baby in your arms. Things change. It's hard to even think about that. Chaz, if I hold my baby in my arms, my first baby in my arms, and some weird, dark, creepy, shadowy figure with a hood comes up and says, I am threatening that child unless you get the mark of the beast. I'm not getting the mark of the beast. So I'm going to just shield my child 28/7, 24/7. And I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's not happening. I'm not getting the mark of the beast. I'm not defending PDF files. I will do everything I can to protect my family, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pray about it. You know, that's what I'm going to do. Echoes, thanks for being strong in your faith. We could be martyrs. Don't be afraid of death. Jesus conquered death, y'all. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Are you telling me you don't know anyone you love who you know will cave? Oh, I'm sure people will cave. I'm sure people will cave. But what I am telling you is that me and my siblings and my mom and my uncle, what I'm telling you is that we all have had these same discussions on the phone. And we all have mutually agreed, because there are some people in my family who think that this is going to happen. Like, they think that this is going to happen in our lifetimes. I always say, I don't know. I don't ever make predictions of when the end times prophecy is going to happen or when Jesus is going to come back. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even get into it because it doesn't change my relationship with God anyway or how I move forward. It really doesn't matter. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? But some people think that it will. So we have these conversations and they like, well, if it does, what are we all in agreement here? And it's like, yeah, we are. We ain't getting that stupid chip and we're not getting the mark of the beast. Because there are really a lot of people who really think that that's coming, You can only control you. What if your son decides to get it? Kids are rebellious. Well, remember, we're talking about a newborn son, right? So if I got a newborn child, yeah, my child's not getting that. No, absolutely not. That's my child. And as my child grows and becomes a toddler and then a little kid, and then I will teach them about the Bible and this stuff. And trust me, they will not want to get that chip. Okay? Exactly. I don't care said it perfectly. I get what you're saying about kids and rebellious, but remember, my scenario is my child being young. Now, if you're talking about the scenario on if my children are adults, well, guess what? They would have went through 18 years of me teaching, mentoring, and guiding them. Because as a parent, you're supposed to guide your children in the right direction, just like my parents guided me in the right direction. That's the reason why I would not get the chip, because I was guided in the right direction. So my kids will be the same way. It don't matter what age. It's just like I don't care said. If my kids are young kids, the only chip they getting is potato chips and barbecue chips, okay? If they're older, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to know better because I raised them. Just like my parents raised me, Shout out to I Don't Care. That was funny. Hey, Echoes, I'm just responding to what you had to say about Mormons. Mormons definitely aren't Christian. Michael, I definitely suspect that they aren't, but before I directly give an opinion, I'm going to do some research first. But I definitely suspect that they aren't. The COVID vax was the mark of the beast. That's not true. No, it wasn't. That is not true. That's wrong. That is wrong. I don't believe in any religion, but your argument is right about the beast thing. Yep. Echoes, are you going to talk about the racial thing in the FIFA World Cup in your next stream? Yes, Chris, I will. Can you please send me an email? echoesfromabove1@gmail.com. Here, guys, just send me an email because I can't. The social media thing doesn't work out. Just send me an email. Jeez, how late is it? I need to go to bed. Holy cow. Here it is right here. If you guys have a video topic you want me to cover, send me an email, please. Send me an email. Right there. That email right there. I'm just going to leave that up. Chris says I already sent an email. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So you were the one who emailed me. I saw two people email me, so good. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll go back and look at that and I'll check it out. So there you go. Okay. You will know them by their fruits. That's it. Oh, you were watching the what was it, the Stanley Cup? That's what's up. Yeah, it's the Stanley Cup, right? I'm late, but I will catch the replay when the live is over. Sounds good. I'm gonna leave the live up, so it works out. I was late coming here. I'm glad I came in at this time. Oh yeah, definitely. Honestly, you made me think. I do really need to consider making that sacrifice. I can't love my kids more than God. Exactly, Jazz. Thank you. Thank you, Jazz. I really appreciate you being honest about this. And I'm glad that I was able to make you think, because that is an important question to ponder, right? Because when you say stuff about the Epstein thing and the threatening the kids, then I take it a step further, and then now you got a big decision to make. You either get the mark of the beast in your hand and you're damned to hell forever, like it says in the Bible. Can you guys see this? Or we threaten your kid. Obviously, these are tough decisions, but people really think that this stuff is going to happen, according to like the end times prophecy. So it's an important question. Anyone can ask me my favorite, and I know it. Galatians 6:9 is my favorite scripture. Really? Where's my Bible? Hold on. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Oh, my Bible's over there. Hold on. We're about to have a little church. I've literally had this Bible since I was a kid. You know what's funny? All right, let's see what you got. And I promise I'm not a red flag. I know I always say that people who overly talk about their religion are a red flag, but I promise I'm not a red flag. This is in relation to us talking about Trump not being able to name his favorite scripture. So, oh, by the way, you know what I like about this Bible? Some of my favorite scriptures that I've read over the years are highlighted. Can you guys see that? I don't think you guys can see that. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Why is there a green screen? Right? What the? Okay, that's weird. Okay, whatever. You guys can't see it. Don't worry about it. Most of my favorite scriptures are highlighted, though. So I just want to read what he just said, Galatians 6:9. Hold on. I just want to read that. We're not going to spend too much time on this. This is not a religious stream, I promise. It's just Latanya. Yeah, Latanya. Yeah, Latanya just really got me curious, because Galatians is one of those books of the Bible that I don't really ever read. So it's interesting that Latanya said the Galatians. I'm like, Galatians? Hold on. I don't even know where Galatians is. Galatians is one of those smaller books. Oh, I know how to find it. Hold on. Because Galatians is definitely one of those smaller books. Where's Galatians? Oh, it's over there by Corinthians. Okay. I just want to see Galatians. Galatians. Don't worry. I know not everybody in here is like a Christian. I know that, and that's okay. We are not going to spend too much time on here. We respect everybody. I just want to see the scripture she's talking about. Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Oh, I like this. I like that verse. And then verse 10 says, therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers. Oh yeah, this is a great scripture. That's dope. Yeah, that's a really cool scripture you just put me on to, Latanya. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do not read Galatians very often, so that was cool. That was cool. Dang, Natasha said ain't nobody trying to raise Damien. You don't have any kids, Natasha? Natasha said no kids for me. I like how everybody's talking about their favorite scriptures now. That's dope. Barbecue chips. We ain't friends no more. You don't like barbecue chips? Come on. Doesn't everybody like barbecue chips? Train up a child in the way they should go, so when they're old, they will not depart. Yep. Absolutely. Potato and barbecue chips are evil seed oils. Jazz, you're right about that. Yeah, those chips are not good for you. You are absolutely right about that. You're right. I should not feed my children those chips. You are correct. Echoes, can you make a video on Drake's new album? No, thanks. I read the Mormon backstory. It's not really credible. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in God. I stalked you on Instagram. Really? You wouldn't be the first. Yo, what do you think of the Carmelo Anthony thing? People are going crazy. I think it's very unfortunate and sad, but I think he absolutely deserves the jail time because unfortunately he stabbed another guy and he killed him. So when you stab and kill somebody, unfortunately, you go to jail for it. But the saddest thing is this should have never happened for either of them. I'm really saddened by the fact that both these high school kids' lives have been completely ruined. One high school kid's life is over; he's dead, and the other one is in jail. How many years did he get? He got like 35 years. I just think it's very sad. I think it's very sad, but I do think that Carmelo Anthony deserves to go to jail. I don't really understand the protesting, to be honest. I don't. You guys know me. I don't like the race war stuff. That's not my thing. I hate that, honestly. I really do. So, yeah, I think he got what he deserves, to be honest. I hate to say that because I hate to see somebody, especially a young kid, go to jail for 35 years. But I mean, dude, you stabbed somebody and killed him. Like, there's got to be consequences for that. So, just a sad and unfortunate story all around. But you're right. People are going crazy. I see this become a real racial contentious thing. And just, yeah, it's messed up. The green screening is wild. The funny part is I don't even have a green screen behind me. That's why I don't understand why the camera did that. That was weird. Galatians is not a small book. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I mean no disrespect. When I say Galatians is a small book, I mean it only has like 6 chapters. I don't mean it in like a disrespectful way. I'm not disrespecting your your favorite book, but Galatians is only 6 chapters. So when you compare that to a bunch of the other books in the Bible, like Psalms or Proverbs or pretty much any other book, Mark, Luke, John, Galatians would be considered one of the smaller books. Unless there's something that you're going to tell me that I don't know. Maybe there's more to Galatians that I don't know. I don't know. But that's all I meant by that. That's all I meant. All right, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. No kids for me. I travel too much in the Navy. Okay, for sure. Black people are going crazy and protesting against the verdict, even though it was like a slap on the wrist. I don't think it was a slap on the wrist. I think 35 years is pretty significant. I don't think it's a slap on the wrist. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, people are just legit going crazy and protesting. Yeah, I don't agree with the protest. I really don't understand it. Like, he killed somebody. Like, if you kill somebody, you should go to jail. Like, what? Basically, the dude and his friends were jumping him, and he stabbed him. Like, I don't think that was right. I've seen people get jumped before. You live to fight another day. Next time you see him, you fight him. You don't stab and kill him. I don't take it as offense. I was just joking. My bad. Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. No worries. That's good to know that you were joking, because some people are really serious. I've had it. I've had people who be real serious, like, "Hey, Echoes, I didn't like what you said." So that's good that you were joking. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, you just put me on with Galatians. I'm not gonna lie to you. Before I have Galatians pulled up right here. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna read like chapter 1 and 2. I'm actually gonna read it because I'm really not that familiar with Galatians. Like I never read that book. So I really appreciate you putting me on with that one. I don't know any black people protesting. Oh, Natasha, there's a bunch of black people protesting. Now, I'm not saying that it's happening nationwide, but like over where he got convicted at, like sentenced, yeah, there's a lot of protests happening over there. It's been crazy. You haven't seen it? It's all over social media. People have been literally acting a fool, like getting in people's faces and screaming and yelling, and we want justice. And a bunch of like black media YouTube channels have been like commentating on it. Like, no, it's been a really big deal. It's actually been a really big deal. "35 years with appeal after first-degree murder is insane. He should get life for the death penalty." Okay, you're entitled to feel that way. I mean, I feel like 35 years is kind of a life sentence, to be honest. For a guy that age, that's yeah. But I get that you want the sentence to be larger, because yeah, if my high school child got stabbed, yeah, I would want that person to get life too. You know what's funny, Jazz? I actually don't like the death penalty. I'll tell you why. I think that when a person does a really terrible crime, they should suffer. I think the death penalty is taking the easy way out, because then they don't have to suffer. You just take them out quick and then they're dead. I don't think they should lose their life. No, let them sit in jail for the rest of their lives and suffer. I think being sentenced to prison for the rest of your life is better than just lethal injection and they just die. That's just my opinion. Jeez, Michael, why do you keep asking about Drake? Jeez. "35 years with parole is not a life sentence. He will probably be out by 46 years old." Insane. I think they took his age into account when they gave him the sentence, but I get what you're saying. I do hear you. I get it. All right, guys, it's almost midnight. I need to go to bed. Good night. Good night. I'm into the stream. Bye-bye. Thank you to the 23 people who have hung out this entire time. That was really cool. It's nice to have 20 people in here. That's great. This stream will not be taken down. It will stay up. So there you go. If you want to go back and rewatch or see what this stream was about me defending myself from this YouTuber who just straight up lied about me, you are free to do that. This stream will stay up. So there you go. All right, folks. Good night. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. I might live stream tomorrow if there's stuff to cover. So there you go. Goodbye. Good night.